So, probably the biggest, most unresting question of 2016. Who really invented the dab? Now, the average viewer would probably say, wait, it was these two guys who invented the dab, right? Or it was Skipper the Flipper, right? I mean, even if he didn't, he's still on the same record label as them, right? But no, it was actually neither of them. So who is the unsung hero of America and basically about all 7 billion people that populate the world? Who is this hero? Who invented the dab? I'm gonna go over a little bit of history and then I'm gonna get into that really fast. The dab really hit the mainstream probably the fourth quarter of 2015, and it seemed like just about everybody was and is still dabbing. Actually, I don't know about still. Cam hasn't been dabbing ever since that one loss, but yeah, even my mom knew what the dab was. Cam Newton dabbing, Carolina Panthers, let's fucking go. And what the last straw was, somebody's Christmas picture was their whole family dabbing. I'm talking like a whole generation of people dabbing. People who have seen World War II and little babies that don't even know how to speak dabbing. I would pull up that photo right now and put it over the video, but it is lost on Instagram and I don't feel like finding it. And also this video is like 2 weeks late and I wish it would be a little bit more relevant. But anyway, you could probably just Google dabbing family Christmas photo and you'd probably get like hundreds of results. I guarantee it's not an original picture. Anyway, as far as rap went, there was really no solid evidence of the dab until I'd say probably Pipe It Up. And if there's any Migos fans out there that know anything before August 3rd when they released the Pipe It Up video, and the song was out before that, I know that. But just let me know. But anyway, I didn't see anything relating to the dab until Pipe It Up. Then in December of 2015, the Migos claimed the dab, essentially, with the song Bitch Dab, or Look at My Dab, or something like that. Which it was a pretty okay record, I guess, if you're trying to get buck or something like that. But, you know, it kind of strikes the wrong nerve with me when you're claiming my favorite rapper of all time's dance move, alright? So, who invented the dab? Well, I have the answer. You see, the Migos did not start dabbing until around 2014 when they paired up with a certain rapper named Soulja Boy to do a few songs and videos in 2014. And it seems to me like the influence of the dab gets a little bit stronger every time the Migos leave Mr. Soulja Boy. Now, at the time this video was shot, the Migos were not dabbing, but Soulja Boy was. Bam! Clear evidence right there. This is about a whole year before Pipe It Up, and I guarantee you nobody knew what the dab was, and also nobody was even doing anything that looked like it. While the Migos have kind of had like traces of dab in their music, like, you know, early 2015, Soulja Boy has had the dab in his videos specifically since like 2014. So yeah, in my opinion, the Migos definitely stole the dab from Soulja Boy, just from context clues and just because I'm a way bigger fan of Soulja Boy than Migos. I'm a fan of both, but I definitely noticed the dab from Soulja Boy first, even though he's a lot more quiet about it. But is it a big deal? Yes, it's the biggest fucking deal ever, and I'm so mad. No, but this in particular, the dab thing, is not that overall serious. However, it brings up a great point that I've been yelling to the heavens and everybody I know since I figured out that Soulja Boy is listenable to me, and that's that everybody has been jacking his style, especially the Migos. Most people would pause me right there and just say, wait, Soulja Boy jacks everybody else's style. You know, he's one rapper one day and another rapper the other day. But in my opinion, what he's doing is just making his own personal, more refined version of that, which, I don't know, that's not really stealing, is it? It isn't. It's pretty much just jacking somebody's style, which would be frowned upon in the hip-hop community, basically. But I did just pretty much prove that the Migos jacked Soulja Boy's dab and took it as their own. So there's a little bit owed here on each side. I will say that Soulja Boy has straight up jacked Migos' style a few times. However, Soulja Boy did pave the way for Migos and other, you know, trash rappers. I listen to it, so I'm not going to call it trash. But he did, in fact, pave the way for most of these, you know, crazy rappers to come into the game who basically have no lyrical content, but it's all production content and how you can rap over that beat to make it sound cool. Like, what would Young Thug be without his producers, alright? Now, I'm not gonna sit here and talk about how a lot of rappers would still be stuck at like 200 subscribers if it wasn't for Crank That paving the way for shitty rap. But I will dive right back into the subject of refinement. How Soulja Boy is taking a bunch of stuff and refining it into what is his version of it, which usually sounds pretty good to me. I rock his music only in my car. Only in my car. Never on headphones. That's a like headache guaranteed. So Soulja Boy has been jacking people's styles forever, according to lots of people. But what about Migos? And that's just on the subject. Everybody jacks things. There's nothing wrong with jacking things, man, especially your wiener. However, if you jack something that wasn't yours and then claim it on a full scale, that's kind of frowned upon in my book. When you're fully claiming it as a, quote, way of fashion, that's not cool. Now, if Soulja Boy is jacking Migos style, then that means that it can never possibly be reversed, and Migos could never possibly jack Soulja Boy style, right? They could jack a whole book worth of styles, and it would go over my head. But once you jack Soulja Boy style, come on, man, that's so whack. So I'm gonna play little segments of these two music videos, one from Soulja Boy and one from Migos, little segments to avoid copyright. The first clip is going to be Soulja Boy, Diamonds and Gold, which was released about 3 months ago. And then the next clip is going to be Migos, Fuck Up the Pot, which was released 2 weeks ago. And if you pay attention, you'll notice that they're a little bit similar.
I fuck up the pot with the bowl. I fuck up the pot with the bowl. I fuck with the pot. Fuck up the pot with the foe. Fuck it up. Fuck up the pot with the foe. Fuck up the pot with the foe.
Alright, pretty similar, right? What's the difference between those two, though? The one that came out first is shittier, and the one that came out second, it appeals to a much wider audience. So Migos took Soulja Boy's song, literally almost his full song, and refined it. It is 2016, and if Migos is jacking Soulja Boy's style, I would only guess that it's not the first time they've done it, because they weren't just out of nowhere like, hey, let's go see what Soulja Boy's doing. And also, it probably won't be the last time they do it. Fuck Up the Pot is definitely stolen. You know, those two videos side by side, it's all telling. And when Fuck Up the Pot came out, I was like, hold on, bruh. Because I had heard Diamonds and Gold already and listened to it like 3 times. And it was just so obvious. In conclusion, everybody jacks styles. But you never really thought one of your favorite rap groups would get caught jacking Soulja Boy's style. And the invention of the dab is still totally up for debate. I didn't really go that deep into anything here, but I'm still definitely saying Soulja Boy invented it. He invented it. However, he did disown the dab in a recent song called Giuseppe Karate Kick, but I'm not going to continue the video. It's fucking over. But yeah, comments below. I'd like to hear some arguments, things like that, of who invented the dab. I only came up with this video because I know these two rap groups, and I noticed it, and I was like, wait a second, Migos, you didn't invent the dab, but who knows if there is a third person who's under all this who invented it. I'd love to know. The next video I'm going to do, if I get a chance ever, will probably be Why Slim Jesus Failed. And this is basically just a rebooting of my old channel. If you looked on my channel, you'd notice there's lots of videos uploaded like 4 years ago, stuff like that. And I'm basically going to reboot it with a little digital series kind of, because I talk a lot about all this shit and nobody wants to hear it except for maybe some people on the internet. So I'm trying to keep it a little bit relevant with these series for a little bit, and then maybe I'll go a little bit off track and just start talking about random shit. But the next video will probably be Why Slim Jesus Failed, talking a little bit about authenticity and things like that. So hopefully this gets some kind of traction or something. I tried to make the most relevant video with the most relevant title my first video in the rebooting. And now I'm just kind of talking at the end of the video because nobody wants to watch a video all the way through. Just adding some time at the end, you know. But this is a rebooting of Green Hand Movies. If anybody is still viewing this, I'm extremely fucking surprised.